FSH in
Functions
females
of
is
FSH
responsible for the development of ovarian follicles. FSH is responsible for the development of ovarian follicles in the ovary of the female. What about in the male? What is the function? It is very good. It controls spermatogenesis in the male. And what about LH, the luteinizing hormone? In females, it is responsible for the maturation of the corpus luteum, whereas in males, what does the luteinizing hormone do? It stimulates the production of androgens from the interstitial cells of Leydig. So, the basophils can be categorized under these three varieties. Alright, so here you can see at the tip of the pointer, that is a basophil. Alright, again you can see these are two acidophils here. Right? Right at the tip you can see these are the two acidophilic cells. Look at the cytoplasm. It's very intensely acidophilic. Now what about the other group, which are the chromophobes? Alright, as the name suggests, these cells do not take up the stain. You can just appreciate the nucleus of these cells. Now here you can see these are two chromophobe cells. Look at the size of the cells. We cannot appreciate the cytoplasm because it has not taken up the stain. Look at the size of the chromophobe which is there at the pointer. Two chromophobes on the left side. Compare it with the two acidophils on the right side. Right? There's a marked difference in the size of these two cells. Right? Chromophobes and the acidophils. Now let's see one acidophil and a basophil placed side by side here. Right there. Can you see that? These are the two cells placed side by side. On the left side you can see the intensely acidophilic, the acidophil, the top cell. This cell, right? That is a acidophil. And the lower one here, this cell, what you see there, that's a basophil. Look at the cytoplasm of the two cells. Look at the stain of the cytoplasmic stain of the two cells. Can everybody differentiate between the two cells now? Acidophil and a basophil. Alright? And now try to look at the surrounding tissue here. See how? Look at so many capillaries and sinusoids. It's very, very vascular because all these cells, whatever secretions or hormones they produce, they are directly poured into these capillaries. Alright? And can you tell me what type of blood supply does this gland have? The pituitary gland, it derives its supply from the hypothalamo-hypophyseal system. It consists of two sets of capillaries. So there's a portal system here also in the pituitary gland. So there are two sets of capillaries between the veins and the arteries. Alright. Now, so this was the adenohypophysis. Alright. Now let's see the pars intermedia of the adenohypophysis. So this is a high-power view of the pars intermedia. It basically consists of a very few couple of follicles which are embedded between the pars anterior and the pars posterior. And what you see here, this darkly pinkish secretion here within the follicle of the pars intermedia. And you can see these are the cells which are lining the follicle of the pars intermedia. So pars intermedia basically consists of cell types which are intermediary between both chromophobes and chromophils. And these cells are responsible for the production of the melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH, alright, which is responsible for the pigmentation of the skin, alright. In certain diseases like Addison's disease, you can see some intense pigmentation of the skin is because of the influence of this hormone, MSH hormone, alright. So here you can see these are the follicles. This is another follicle, colloid follicle here in the pars intermedia. This is another follicle of the pars intermedia. So it's not necessary that in all the slides you will be able to appreciate the pars intermedia. Now moving on to the pars posterior here, look at the marked differentiation in the appearance of the tissue. So the pars posterior, the neurohypophysis, is derived from the neuroectoderm. So it consists of the neural tissue, alright. And here you can see this is a low power view of the pars posterior. What does it consist of? It consists of unmyelinated axons, alright. It consists of the unmyelinated axons whose cell bodies are located in the hypothalamus. So the axons are located in the pars posterior, whereas the cell body or the soma is located in the hypothalamus. And which two particular nuclei of the hypothalamus? These are mainly the paraventricular and the supraoptic nuclei, alright. And so it consists, the pars posterior is made up of this unmyelinated tissue, and the tissue is supported by a framework of small cells which are known as the pituocytes, alright. So you can appreciate the nuclei of the pituocytes. So here you can see this is the nucleus of one pituocyte there, and whereas the rest of the tissue consists of the unmyelinated axons, and at certain portions you can see certain dilatations, alright. You can see certain dilated fluid filled vesicles, alright, in the region of the axon. It consists of the neuroendocrine secretions from the two nuclei which are located in the hypothalamus, and these intensely acidophilic stained substance or collections are known as the Hering bodies. These are known as the Hering bodies, alright. So the pars posterior is responsible for the release, mind you, release, not the production. The pars posterior is responsible for the release or secretion of the two hormones which are the oxytocin and vasopressin, and these hormones are respectively produced in the paraventricular and the supraoptic nuclei of the hypothalamus, alright. So they are stored in these vesicles which are the Hering bodies, alright. So basically you can see this is the basic framework of the pars posterior, which consists of the unmyelinated axons, and these are supported by the pituocytes, cells which are typically seen in the pars posterior. You can just appreciate the nuclei of the pituocytes, alright. So that is this is a HNE slide of the pituitary gland. Now you can appreciate the chromophils and the chromophils probes much better by means of another specially stained slide which I am going to show you now.